What's up, friends? Oh, Dallas Michael Sear. I'm in Croatia. So behind me, that's heading towards Dubrovnik. In front of me where I'm staying is Split. I've just been out exploring today. I'm on this beautiful pier and I decided to share this video with you. I don't know if you've seen my Facebook post yesterday, which was talking about work. Work sucks? Question mark. And essentially the premise that I was sharing in the video, it's for those of us who are really tired of the work that we do. You know, we don't love what we do anymore. We've lost the passion, we've lost the interest. It could even be in a business that you own. And going in has become like drudgery. It's become so hard. Hustle, grind. You know, the pace that you're feeling like you have to go at just isn't sustainable. You're feeling burnt out, you're feeling frustrated. And, you know, really you're also miserable and in resistance to what it is that you're doing. And what came through in that post was this reminder of, you know, work has become this, you know, this idea of all the things that we don't want to do and things that we have to do in order to earn a paycheck. But the truth is that the opportunity, like the gift and the opportunity to work, to create something that is our own, to share and offer value in the world, is one of the most beautiful gifts and opportunities that we have. It's an opportunity to express our unique divine self in whatever it is that we do. And I shared in the post that, you know, I was a waiter for 10 years, waiting tables. And so it's, you know, it's not just because I can travel and work anywhere in the world. That's wonderful. Yet I created this, and this was not always the case. This was the true evolution of my experience and my soul. Yet even when I was, you know, I remember one of my first jobs, I was sitting at home at the age of 19, barely got out of high school, didn't have any desire or interest in going to college, and was sitting at home watching TV, smoking cigarettes, and just in an apartment with my mother, and really just hanging out in my room by myself for hours a day, like 13 hours a day playing Nintendo or watching TV, 19 years old, nowhere to go. And at some point, I just got sick of my own depression, my own self, and I got kind of inspired and motivated, and I created what we would now call a vision board. At the time, it was a collage in order to like inspire me to go, you know, to create something different in my world than what I was experiencing at the time. And this is 20 plus years ago. There was no movie The Secret, there was no visionboard.com, that, you know, Mind Movies and all that. That shit didn't exist. And so I didn't even realize what I was creating at the time, yet whatever it was, it worked. Yet it worked because it was a connection to an inspiration in my spirit, an inspiration inside of me that says, I'm done. I can't operate at this frequency. I didn't have that language then, but I can't operate at this level any longer. And because of that internal decision, with the external reflection now posted on my board, I was able to kind of draw in an opportunity where I ended up getting a data entry job. Now here's the whole purpose of this story, is that the data entry job was just that, basic entry-level data entry at an insurance company. I went and I applied and I took the aptitude test. I failed the aptitude test for a basic data entry job in an insurance company. Yet the HR person was so just like impressed with my mannerisms, with just how polite and kind I was. She said I was the nicest person she had interviewed in weeks, and called me back for a second interview to try the test again. And because of that, because of her, bless that divine angel, I actually passed it the second time. She recommended me for the position, and I got the job. And I just remember having this manager who, you know, it became like one of my first true mentors and was inspiring and really believed in me and appreciated me. And that was because of my attitude. And then when I waited tables, I treated everyone like they were family, and I had fun doing it. I made it fun. And I'm sharing this because It could have been drudgery. All those experiences, all the things I've done in my life. I worked at Denny's. I didn't have all these, I didn't always have a glorified experience, Yet, because I did those things with an energy of intention, of purpose, of excitement, of joy, of the idea that if I'm going to do this anyway, if I got to be here anyway, I might as well be joyful. I might as well bring my unique expression and signature to it and do it with some heart and with some passion. And because of that, I've always been supported. I've always been mentored, led in the right direction. It's always unfolded to better opportunities, better positions. And this came full circle when I was sitting there. If you saw the picture of me on Facebook, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the ocean from the villa that I'm renting here in Croatia. Got my notebook and my cup of coffee, my feet are up, and I'm like, well, I'm working right now. All I was doing was just sitting, kind of brainstorming, journaling, just being in the void, allowing stuff to come through, and just enjoying my time and brainstorming. I'm filling my current Igniting Your Purpose program. I'm thinking about the modules and refining things. And I'm like, I'm working right now. This is work. And it dawned on me, like, work gets to be beautiful. Work gets to be an amazing experience. You get to enjoy your work. You get to love what you do. And you get to bring your essence to it. It gets to be more than just some paycheck that helps you sustain yourself. Because if it's helping you and assisting you in putting money in your pocket and feeding your family and being of value to community and to the world, then I don't care if you're digging ditches or waiting tables or if you're a coach or entrepreneur. It doesn't matter. You have an opportunity to bring your unique signature and expression to it. And if you do that, even if you're not in your purpose or in your calling or in what you ultimately want to do, if you do this, if you bring your whole self fully and completely to the thing that you're doing, you will change the thing. You will change the experience that you're having with that thing. Because you will change, the thing will change, the very work itself will change. You'll no longer be just waiting tables. You will be entertaining people. You will be giving the gift of service. You will be assisting families and people having a beautiful dining experience. You will be giving them something to talk about that evening. It'll be so much more than you just getting your tips and making a few bucks and going home miserable because you're not doing what you really want to do. Now, granted, for my career of coaching 9 years, one of the things that I've done is assisted people in making that transition into what their heart's calling is. Yet, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll suggest that they just do what they're doing right now with more love and passion first. Because if you don't, then you're going to take that mentality and that energy that you have stuck in the shitty job that you're doing, and you're going to bring that somewhere else. You get to change and transform now, and I promise you, no matter what work you end up doing afterwards, you will be better for it, and so will the people be. So will everyone around you as well. You'll end up creating more than just a paycheck. The ripple of that, as I'm standing here watching the ocean ripple by me, the ripple of that will be so much bigger and more beyond what you're thinking. Because your misery, instead of bringing like we expect for work to bring us joy. Bring me joy. I'm not happy. My boss doesn't appreciate me. I'm so tired of my coworkers, and we expect our work to bring us joy instead of us bringing our joy to our work. Instead, we bring our misery to our work, and then we wonder why we're miserable. And so I want to encourage you and inspire you. Bring your joy to your work, whatever it is that you're doing it with your full self, with your heart, with your unique expression. Think of the first day that you got hired wherever you're at, doing whatever it is. You were grateful. You had joy for that. It became a misery. But that's only because of what's going on internally for you, your internal experience. And I promise you, if you're miserable doing what you're doing right now, that's rippling out in the world around you. I promise you. That is affecting the people in your life. Of course, you get to go do what you love. Most people will say, hey, if you're in the misery, be miserable, because it's shaping you, it's forming you, it's creating a resistance for what you get to do next. Yet I can tell you that pain is not the only motivation. You can have that resistance and do something next without being miserable in pain now. You can go to work and transform who you are and how you do what you do, even if you're just filing papers. and you can still choose to leave and create a better experience for yourself. Yet you can have a better experience right now. You don't have to put your happiness on hold. So I hope this supports you. I believe that it will. I trust that it will. This is a reminder that if tomorrow you go back to your work, or depending on when you're watching this, if right now you go back to your work with a whole new energy and mindset and mentality, that this is an opportunity to serve. That somehow, no matter what I'm doing, no matter how menial it seems, it's doing service in the world. It's supporting me at the moment. It's supporting my family in some way. This business operates and does good, even if it's just a restaurant or whatever it is, or if it's a business of yours that you've lost it's become lackluster and you're not appreciating it. Reconnect, and bring your essence out. It's an opportunity for you to do whatever you're doing with your whole heart. That is a commitment that I have in my life, that whatever I'm doing, if I'm washing dishes, if I'm cleaning clothes, if I'm reading a book, if I'm journaling, if I'm meditating, if I'm speaking to you, to do it with my whole heart, with my whole presence. That's all we're here to do. Bring this fully to the world. Dallas Michael Sear from Croatia, reminding you to ignite your purpose, live your passion, love your life, and enjoy your work. It's a beautiful gift. It doesn't have to be, drudgery and pain. Work gets to be beautiful and enjoyable, and you can make that true right now, even before you're moving on to do something different that might be, in more alignment for you at the moment. Whatever it is right now, it can be more beautiful. So bring your essence to everything that you do. Sending you love. Peace. Till next time.